So this is our 1-3-1 defense, and just the most important thing before I play the video that explains in essence a bunch of the 1-3-1 is your quickest player is going to be the number 1 because he has the most ground to cover, or she. Let's play the video.
Place your quickest defender in the number 1 spot because he has a lot of ground to cover. As much as possible, try to keep players in line with the ball and the basket. Let's check out player responsibilities when the ball is in the middle of the floor above the key. In this case, number 1 defends the ball, while number 2 covers the high post area at each side of the lane. Number 3 and number 4 sag back slightly, unless the ball comes toward either of them. In that case, number 3 or number 4 guard the ball and become the point of the zone. Number 5 must cover the low post area and the lane. Let's see what happens when the ball is passed to a player on the right wing. In this case, number 1 drops back above the free throw line and guards that area. Number 2 drops back into the low post and covers that area. He must be ready to move quickly to cover the baseline if necessary. Number 3 becomes the point and guards the ball until it moves out of his area. Number 4 sags into the key and covers all offensive players in the middle of the lane. Number 5 moves in line with the ball and basket and covers the low baseline and low post. If the ball is dribbled or passed to the baseline, more movement takes place. Number 3 may chase the ball to the corner and then retreat to the free throw line extended. Number 2 moves from the low post, takes the ball, and is now considered the point man. Number 5 moves along the baseline and takes the low post. Number 1 drops back into the lane and takes any penetration into the middle. Number 4 becomes the deep man under the basket and also covers any play to the opposite corner. With the ball in the high post, all players converge. Number 1 and number 2 double team the ball, preventing the shot or easy pass. Number 5 covers the entire low area left and right. Number 3 and number 4 cover the lane, the low post, and any play out to the wing.
So that's really important. When the ball goes into the middle, especially this center, 1 and 2 need to converge, alright? And you need to actually swarm to the ball, keeping your hands up. Otherwise, those passing lanes are wide open and you're leaving your teammates over here, and especially 5 on an island.
When the ball goes to the low post, the players again converge. Number 2 and number 5 double team the ball. Number 3 covers from the wing to the corner. Number 1 and number 4 both drop into the lane.
Again, you got to be conscious of where the person is most likely going to go with the ball. And those are the closer passes. So he will look probably to this far corner, which the 4 will cut off, the middle, in which the 1 will cut off, and then anyone behind him, which the 3 will cut off. Or I would suggest actually the 3 playing right in here so they can go to the corner or they can go over here. But we will give away this far pass all the way over to this side. And we're going to watch Michigan. I know, Michigan, but they run a really good 1-3-1 defense. And one of the main things I want you to watch is how active this top person is. In Michigan, what they do is they extend him out to pressure the ball, which I encourage you to do. Pressure is always a good thing on defense. So let's go ahead and watch. Just kind of imagine yourself in one of those positions out here. Watch how Michigan runs it with a couple of these clips. Again, watch this top guy. And one of the things you might notice is how quick the other team is shooting the basketball. And that's one of the strengths to the 1-3-1 is how quickly the other team will make a shot. So teams that are heavily geared in towards transition offense, this is a great defensive zone for them because they're so active, and usually the other team gets up a shot so quickly because there's so much pressure coming at them. So let's keep watching more clips.
Are you done teaching?
So that's obviously enough of Michigan. I can't stand them anymore. Neither can you, I bet. So as far as the 1-3-1 offense, we're going to be in a 2-1-2 set, meaning the guards are up top, 5 is in the middle, and the 3 and 4 are on the sides. So we can easily get the ball to the 3 and then down to the 5 if he fronts this guy and gets in front of them. The main thing is you need to keep your spacing because the 1-3-1 is very quick and very active. So if we keep our spacing, we can make nice crisp passes. And once you get the ball in there, you can obviously also score. If you don't like any of the options, you can obviously reverse the ball. So that would look something like this. Ball goes all the way over to the 2. Of course, we want crisp passes. These aren't becoming crisp passes, obviously. And then you can reverse it all the way to the 4. And then the 5 would, in turn, come down here. And score like that. Now, if the 1 passes it to the 3 and it gets it down to the 5, the one thing I will say is 2 needs to move to the open spot, which will be over here, and 4 needs to come run the baseline because that pass will be open a lot of the times. And if this person decides to slump down here, 2 has a wide open shot right here. Alright, all day. The last option, of course, is getting the ball to the middle to the 5. And what will happen? Let's hear it.
Look for the open player. If the 4 is open, the 4 will cut to the lane and get a nice bounce pass from the 5.
So let's watch the 2-1-2 in action.
He kind of went out and contested that shot, body was not in the right position, but he made up for it. He didn't give up on the play. Green, good pass to Summers in the corner.
And as you can see, they got the ball in the middle and they got a nice wide open shot. And watch this amazing action right here.
Out of the league with, Michael Thompson and John Sherman playing on the same team because they're both valid candidates for that.
Notice how he didn't just stay in the corner and he went to the hoop drawing the foul. And watch how they reverse the ball at the top of the key.
Right now because he wants to help, he wants to bump, but you have to know where the most important thing on the court is. That's the ball. Green inside, nice scoop shot goes. We have had fun.
And exactly, they get the ball in the middle, and what happens? They score a bucket. So just remember, a 1-3-1 zone is very active, it's disruptive, and you need to be quick. Alright, and getting the ball in the middle will kill the zone. So on your exit slip, I will ask you which player is going to cover the most ground, and that, of course, is going to be the player at the top, or player 1. So just remember that the top player in the 1-3-1 zone, or the 1 person, is going to be, or is going to cover the most ground.